Hello everyone, Matt back here with another video. Today I decided to shoot a video of me going on a hike. Usually the days that I do go on hikes, it's too dark to film because I get out of work. So I decided to bring out the camera today because it's a Saturday. It's around 2:30. So I thought I'd come out, do a little bushcraft, and scout out for different areas for camping and bushcraft and all that for the future in the summer and also for the rest of this winter. I have been going pretty much to the same spot. I may do the same thing today, but I don't know yet, so I'm just going to try to search for more spots than just the one I always go to. So when I get to my spot though, I'll turn on the camera, show you guys where I am and all that. And we're just going to go over a few things. So see you in a bit. Alrighty everyone, I decided to just stay at my spot I always go to for today and use it as like a home base. And I'll use that because I'm going to be scouting today for different spots. I'll just keep going back to this or whatever happens. But yeah, you can see it's a pretty nice spot. You can put a lean-to right there between those two trees and nice fire there. I always find whenever I come out here, 5-gallon buckets just everywhere. Most of them are broken, but today I actually found one nice, not cracked bucket, which is in good shape, which is black. Which today I'm actually going to take this one out of the woods because I'm making a 5-gallon bucket garden. So I'm going to take this out. Obviously they're garbage. This one's all shot up. It looks like someone shot it up with a shotgun. And it's like cracks on the bottom and everything, but I can still use this. They're really usable for making, for collecting tinder, what I'm using this one for. And you can use them for collecting water, you can use them for setting up a shelter with the snow and all that, and there's so many uses for this. But I'm going to take you guys out right now while I go out here. Sorry if the tripod makes a little bit noisy when it hits on twigs, but I'm going to take you over to the spot now and show you some tips for collecting tinder and wood out in the winter, which some may not know about, so that you can collect it dry or relatively dry, and you can get your fire started pretty easily. So first, in this wood lot, I always find these vines. Yeah, on the ground, sorry, it's a little bit noisy setting this tripod up, but these vines right here, and this one's actually particularly sitting up on the ground, but you can see here, it's off the ground, and that's all you want for. Whenever you're looking for tinder, you want it always on the ground or off the ground in the winter, or even wood if you can find it perched up against a tree or it's in some way off the ground. You're golden for starting a fire. So collecting wood, or excuse me, tinder from the vine is very, very easy, and it's for emergency fire starting or whatever. It's just really good use for that. This stuff just peels off, like you can see here. This stuff just is all dry and it just peels right off. And I'm all set in my 5-gallon bucket here, but it just peels off, and you can harvest it all because all the bark on the outside burns crazy while the inside part's all still alive. So this is all really nice to collect for scavenging, for different types of fire starting tools here. Alrighty everyone, back at this spot here. Like I said, to try to find things that are off the ground. I found this birch tree, that a dead birch tree that's fallen. You peel the bark off of that. It's really, really dry. Peel that off, and see, I don't even really need, which one of the reasons why I really don't carry a heavy axe out in the field for little outings like this, because most of the stuff in the tinder I need to collect, or wood, is all right here for me, and I don't even need an axe for it. Like, for example, this spot right here, this piece, I just pull that apart. It's all clearly dead and dry, so I can just throw that in my bucket. This one I'll probably just carry out, but the rest of this spot right here breaks right off, and that's some good medium-sized wood. Then this will be good large wood for at the end, and when I want to keep that fire going. I'll show you what that vine is when you peel it off. Move this up to the camera. See, like that, just breaks right apart. It's like really papery, and it rips just in shreds, and it's really nice tinder. So I'm just gonna collect some more wood, all my 3 sizes of wood like I like to collect. Your one as being the smallest stuff, like your little tinder, twigs, things like that. Your medium sized tinder, like this. Wet, but see, like that, and then your large stuff, that's for keeping that fire going. So I'm just gonna go pick some wood up, and we'll get processing it. Alrighty everyone, I have my spot set up here, getting ready to start my fire. I processed all my wood, you can see over there, and when I did say that a fire can be, or you're collecting tinder can be, or not even tinder, wood for your fire, it can be categorized into 3 parts, which is necessarily not true. You can categorize your wood sizes and your tinder sizes into the smallest, the most specific groups as you want. You can have 10 groups of different types of wood and tinder. Like here I have 4 groups set up. I have my really small tinder and stuff like that to start the fire up with. I got smaller sticks to start sustaining it, then going on to my medium, and then my large. So I do have 4 groups. And when collecting firewood, or any wood to start a fire, a lot of people I see rush, and they get all this stuff ready that they didn't even really take care into looking for, and they have trouble starting a fire. Now, I find that starting a fire, more than half of the part of the whole fire situation is collecting your supplies. And the reason I'm saying that is it only takes 1 spark to get a fire started. And yes, there is a lot of things that come into play there, which keeping that fire sustained and all that, but most of it, if you have the right tinder and wood for your fire that's dry, you picked it well, and it's good stuff, you shouldn't have any trouble whatsoever with starting that fire. If you're starting it with a flint and steel, like I am today, or ferrocerium rod, whatever you want to call it. If you're starting with a lighter, matches, whatever, if you have those supplies, you can get it started pretty well and pretty easy. I'm not saying you're going to have it 100% and you don't have to worry after that. That's not true. You do always have to worry about your fire, and a lot of it is making sure it's going to be sustained and it won't go out on you, because a lot of people do just start up that fire and put some wood on it and just leave it. You have to just take care of it and treat it like a baby, and make sure you can get it to the type of fire you want. While I'm lighting this, I'm just going to tell you a little story. Come on. It's all. Get that off. Get that off. Whoops. But, I was at this class once, and the instructor gave us this little challenge. And the challenge was that we had to get a fire started within an hour, and it was snowy conditions. It was snowing all day before that, and everything was wet. So, and he gave us this thing, and we have to start it with a book of matches. And all the kids saw it, and everyone else thought that, oh, this is going to be easy. We have a full book to work with, and we're just going to get a ton of stuff and just get it started. We're going to be the first ones done. And I was laughing because I knew immediately they were going to go out there and get a ton of live stuff that they even checked for, and they were going to get stuff that didn't even sorry, 1 second. Trying to think of what I was going to say. Yeah, the stuff wasn't dry, and they didn't collect it well, and they didn't categorize their piles, and they were just going to throw a ton of things together and light it. And that's what they did, and they took no time into trying to find stuff. And most of them used all of their matchbook, or they took their whole matchbook to even start a fire. Some didn't even get it started with the whole matchbook. The one person that did get close to me was they had 7. It took them 7 matches. It only took me 3. It was very windy that day, so the 2 that I did try to light with, 2 blew out from the wind, and the other one just blew out because I didn't take care of it. But with 3 matches, I easily started a fire, and I had it going good and all that. So, and starting my fires aren't going to be fast. When it comes to it, it takes me a while to have it, because I build it up, and I don't just throw these big sticks on here. I take very care in starting it. So I never really make it too big of fires when I go out. I'm just making a smaller one to cook some food, cook whatever. Put the kind of wetter stuff up on top. I wonder if it's good on camera here. Yeah, I'll just zoom in a little bit. This is my second outing that I brought that Bear Grylls. This is gonna go up there. That Bear Grylls Ultimate Survival Knife, the fine edge version. I just bought it. I got it about, I'm trying to say, 2 weeks ago I got it in the mail, and I'm very, very pleased with it. It keeps an edge pretty well, and it sharpens pretty well, so I can easily put an edge back on it, out on it when I come back in from an outing. And it's really a durable knife so far for what I've seen. I've seen a lot of mixed reviews online about them, But this is the newer version. Hopefully the pommel stays on well, and we'll see how it goes. So. And I don't know if I stated this or not, but when getting a fire started and you want a fire started and picking a location to set up camp is very critical. You can't just find a spot on the side of a ridge or something like that. It'll fill up with water or whatever you choose. But always have in mind when you're looking for a camp setup is the things around it. This spot that I chose behind me that you'll probably see a little bit later or whatever has a downed tree which has a ton of dead leaves on it. It has a ton of sticks, wood, everything to get a good fire started. If I didn't have the urge to go really search for wood, if it was a survival situation or whatever, if it was raining, it has a lot of cover, so a lot of stuff would stay dry, which I really like about this spot. And it's a nice spot. It has a smaller hill, a very small hill to my left, which it has a drainage that goes to the back by the tree, so none of the water would get up on here because it is a higher spot than that spot down there, which it has good drainage. I don't have to worry about getting any water in here. Also, this has good wind protection. It has a good spot to put up a lean-to, and I could, if it was a little bit more snow, I could pack snow around this whole place to keep warm and all that. So I like about this spot. Soon I'm gonna have to camp out in this spot. But yeah, I'm just gonna get this fire started up nice and big, and I will get back with you guys in a little bit. Stay tuned. Alrighty everyone, I got the fire started quite a while ago. I'm now boiling some water for some hot apple cider. It's this little Mott's hot apple cider that has in a little packaging. I have fire wood stacked up for the next time I go out, which will be Monday night. So now I don't really have to fuss around with getting big wood now. And yeah, just pretty much chilling a bit. Probably it's probably about done boiling. Yep, it's boiled, so I'm gonna pour this out now. It was a good day. I got a lot of stuff done. I am going to still go for a scout in a little bit after I get this fire died down and I pack up. I'll just I'll have a scout and then and then I'll just like leave after the scout. And yeah, I'm using the MSR Seagull, which I got the idea from Dave Cadbury. I watched his videos and I saw he had one, and I bought it, and I'm very, very pleased with it. It's a great little pot, cook pot, and I'm definitely happy with it for a cook system. Here we are. Perfect. Exact amount I wanted. Just gonna let this cool off and smooth for a little bit. Set it clean when I get home. But yeah, it's the second time at the Bear Grylls. I told you guys that earlier. It's really, really nice knife. I've been batoning with it. I've carved with it. It's just a great knife. It holds a good edge, and it's actually relatively easy to sharpen. Very durable. I'm really happy about getting that. A few kit items I am going to change around. I've noticed coming out here quite a bit now, and I've noticed some things I do want to change, like my sleep system. I definitely want to change that. I did just get a Thermarest Trail Scout, I think that's what it's called, and that's going to be my sleeping pad, because I used to have the big bulky sleeping pad that you get from like Walmart for $5. It's not really comfortable and it's really big, so I decided to get a bigger one. And I am going to change my tarp setup probably, and just my sleeping bag. So it's pretty much my whole sleep system I'm going to change. And then the other stuff I'm just going to use for people that come over and come out in the woods with me. They can use that stuff. But I'm really happy with the Fiskars. I've taken this out ever since summer. I haven't made a review on it yet. It's a really, really nice hatchet. It's the Fiskars X7, and it's really, really lightweight. It has a hollow handle all the way up to this black part here. It's durable. It keeps a really, really fine edge, and I'm really happy about this one. I'm going to be making one of the Kydex type sheets for it real soon. The pack I use is the U.S. Army issue assault pack, what I'm guessing. And I'm guessing what it is. And that's working out good. I have to make a video very soon on all my kit items right now, and the pack that I carry, all the contents and all that, because I still haven't done a video on that. It's just every time I want to make a video, I've noticed something that that I want to change, which will always happen. If you're getting into bushcraft, you'll notice that you're gonna buy really cheap stuff, like I did, or whatever, and you've noticed over time that it starts, like, you find some flaws, that you want to change. So I'm starting to change quite a few things around and just fix some things. But I was gonna sit up on one of these 5-gallon buckets, but I want to be kind of closer to the fire because it's kind of getting chilly now that the fire's dying down, because I'm just gonna wait till it dies down. I'll drink my hot apple cider and then I'm gonna go for the Scout. But yeah, I know for winter, this is actually a really decent pack for a day pack. If I was gonna stay overnight, I would definitely put a bigger hiking pack. But right now, this is a great size for a day pack, and then the summer, that would be, of course, my night stay pack. One example of something that I did change, you guys probably saw that in a video a long time ago. I think it was me saying Merry Christmas to Matt or something like that. It was a video on that, and I said how this was my bushcraft knife that I used, and I've noticed some flaws about this knife that I wanted to change. That's why I got the Bear Grylls. So right now I'm just using it as a carving knife, which is perfect for fine carving. That's what I use that for. And yeah, just change around a lot of kit. That's what it's always good about coming out here. I've been coming out here quite a lot compared to what I did over summer and all that, because I was busy. But I've been out here a lot and just testing out gear. So, anything I really want to go over? Yeah, my fire kit changed. It's a little bit bigger, but I'll get to that in another video. I always bring out my marksman slingshot, and I have some 38 caliber BBs on the bottom, which I use pretty much as a last resort. I like to find rocks and stuff like that to use for target shooting, but if I was hunting, I would use the BBs or whatever, but that's why I just keep that as a little emergency hunting item, I guess you'd say. I always keep that in my gear, but yeah, just wrap things up. It was a really good day. I wish I would have got some more informational stuff out to you guys. That will come more in the summer. Right now, you're just gonna pretty much tag along, and yeah. But the informational stuff will pretty much come in the summer with different ideas and all that. But yeah. So thanks for watching, guys. Remember to comment, rate, and subscribe, and look forward to a couple new videos coming out soon.